What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Worst Experience. My name is Leela, and I'm your co-host. I'm not alone. No, I'm not. I am with... Please introduce yourself.
I am Nathan. As you guys can tell, I'm not from here. I'm from London, UK, and I'll be sharing my worst experience in South Africa.
It was in South Africa. Your worst experience happened in South Africa?
It was in South Africa, yes.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me get straight into it. What was your worst experience?
Oh boy, where did we start? So I've been trying to live in South Africa for 9 months now.
Okay.
So I've been kind of going in and out of SA. Basically, long story short, with a UK passport, you can stay 90 days at a time.
Okay.
So when I first arrived in SA, I lived in Cape Town I actually came on a brief holiday, like just to go for vibes or whatnot. Everyone told me, hey, go and visit Cape Town. Cape Town's a good vibe, so stayed there for a bit. Ended up loving it. When I first came, I didn't like it because I was walking past all the shacks and I thought, nah, this ain't it, man. But yeah, I lived in Cape Town for a bit. Then I went to Dubai for like a couple weeks.
Like PE?
Huh?
Like PE?
Dubai.
Oh, Dubai.
Dubai, like UAE.
Oh,
yeah.
Dubai.
So I stayed there for a couple days. And then I came back to SA, to Joburg.
Okay.
And I stayed in Joburg for another like 9 days again. Got some accommodation. That's where I'm living right now. And then obviously, I remember I told you I can only stay for 90 days at a time.
Yeah.
So after that 90-day period, I went back to... So actually, first I went to Zambia.
Yeah.
So I went to Zambia for a good experience. That was quite fun. And then I went back to Joburg again through Tambo Airport. And that's where the issue started happening, right?
Okay.
So what these people told me is I can basically stay 90 days. I can go to any country that's not bordering SA, right? So I thought, okay, cool. I went to Zambia for a bit. That's okay. I'm allowed to do that. Boy, was I wrong. So I now go through the airport again, and I was greeted with this lady, and she put a stamp on my passport, right? And she said, I'm border hopping. I'm like, how is that? Like, if you've seen Zambia versus like all the other places, Zambia is not sharing a border with SA. You've got SA, then you've got Botswana, you've got Mozambique, you know what I mean? I'm not bordering nothing.
Yeah.
So she put border hop in my passport and said, you've got 5 days to leave the country. I was like, okay, cool. Well, not cool, because this was Christmas time as well.
What?
So it was like New Year's Eve, I was out with some friends that time, and then, yeah, it was crazy, right? So I spent a few more days in SA, celebrated Christmas here, and then I had 5 days to leave. So I left on, I think it was the 27th, 28th, right? Booked my flight to the UK, because she told me in order to get 90 days again, I need to go to the UK again and then come back to get another 90 days. You feel me?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I went to the UK, surprised my family, didn't tell I was coming, so they were very happy. My mum was like, whoa, like, because she didn't see me in 6 months.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I spent like a week or so in UK again, surprised my family, saw my sisters, all them things there. Spent New Year's with my family, and then I tried to go back on the 3rd, right? So I booked my flight, said goodbye to my friends and family, and then, yeah, this is where the problem started happening, right? So I now go back again into Tambo Airport, and then this woman, right, at the border, she then opens my passport. And she can see that I've been obviously living in Cape Town, I've been living in Joburg, I've been going in and out. She asked me, what am I doing here? And I was like, at the moment I was kind of scared because why is she asking me what am I doing here? Like, yeah. I'm just trying to go through the gate, I'm trying to enjoy my life sort of thing. And then obviously she can see that I've been like living and going and coming out, but legally as well, I'm able to do that. I've got a British passport, I'm able to do that. It was like, no, you can't do that, you can't come here, you've got to go back to the UK. Like today, not even like I'm giving you a few days. You gotta go back to the UK like today, now. Like right now. So I'm panicking because I obviously paid for my accommodation. I'm like had everything.
Everything was set.
Everything was set. You know, my rent's been paid for. I had people on the other side waiting for me, sort of thing. It's like, I remember, it's not like UK's around the corner.
Yeah, no.
Where I just come back.
How long is the flight actually?
Flight's like 8 hours.
Yeah.
And I arrived at like 5 a.m. in the morning, so I'm tired. I'm trying to, go home, rest.
Jet lag.
You know what I mean? And my luggage, by the way, is still in the check-in area. And this lady, instead of taking me through the gate to enter SA, she now takes me to this office area. She has my passport. Now I'm there with like 5 other Nigerian brothers. And let me tell you, South Africans, they don't like that. Well, I'm not saying all South Africans, but the people around them sides, they don't like Nigerians at all, right? I don't know what it is. They got some passa, whatever it is, but they don't like Nigerians. So I was there 2 hours waiting, right? They took my passport. My luggage still not with me. And then finally after 2 hours, she's like, okay, cool, you can come through, right? So then she goes to my passport. She asked me all these questions, all these random irrelevant questions like, why am I an SA? What am I doing here? What do I do for work? She then asked me for my bank statement. She asked me to open up my banking. Obviously, you can see that I've got money and whatnot, but like she's asking me, what am I doing here? How do I get all this money? Blah, 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 blah. So she then, so then she was interviewing me for a few hours and then, not a few hours, like 30 minutes, it felt like a few hours. But, and then she says, you're free to leave.
Okay.
But the people at the airport, they're lying, right? Because I heard them, when I was in the waiting area, they were laughing, right? So there's something wrong. They don't like foreigners, something wrong with them. They don't like foreigners for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, especially Nigerians, right? So, but she said, I'm free to leave, right? So then the guard comes, right? And this guard, he's with like some other Nigerian guys as well that were waiting as well. And then she told me I'm free to leave, right? So I then go with the guard and like, imagine the border part is like here where you're able to go through.
Yeah.
There's like a secret like passage that I've never seen in the airport before, right? And this is where things get even crazier. So the guard takes us, it was a group of 3, including myself. I thought, okay, cool, we're free to go. That means we're going this way. He goes around back, he takes us upstairs, and we keep walking. It's heavily guarded. I've never seen this place in my life.
That's crazy.
And when I go inside, that's when things start getting crazy. So this was like a prison inside an airport, right? Where they keep all
They have inmates.
not inmates per se, like they keep them, they can't have them legally like as prisoners. You can't do that. But they stay there for a few days or sometimes even a week.
That long, even a week?
A week, right? I'll explain to you like what happens there, right? So we now go into this prison. I didn't know it was a prison until I actually got there. I was like, okay, cool. I'm stuck. By this point, I'm panicking. It's about 3 hours.
You have your phone?
I had my phone with me, which I then took away afterwards.
Damn.
Yeah. My passport, remember, is still with them. And my passport is like the most important document I've got to carry myself.
Yeah.
And my luggage is still in the check-in area. They could have put any kind of next things in my bag, right? So I've got just my phone with me, and that's it. So it's now for like 3 hours. I'm staying in this airport in this cell, and the other Nigerian guys are with me. Now, what's even crazier is that these Nigerian guys, they actually have a wife and kids here, right? So I asked the guard in that cell, like, how long am I going to be here for, right? And he's telling me they're going to deport me by end of day. So I've got to leave the country by the end of the day, right? Yeah, it's crazy, right? And then these other Nigerian guys, they said the same thing to them. So I'm there like, that's crazy. Like, how? But firstly, I'm legally able to live here. Like, why are you telling me I've got to go back, sort of thing? And the guys, like, they're just doing their job, sort of thing. So there's nothing they can really do to change the situation, because like the Home Affairs controls everything downstairs, and they're corrupt, right? I swear to you, if I sent them 100K, right, they would have let me through. Right, they're very like corrupt like that.
Yeah, money talks.
Yeah, but I didn't give them nothing because they're crooked. But they're like, oh, okay, cool, you got to pay for your flight to go back to. I'm like, firstly, you deport me to come here, then you're asking me to pay for me to go back.
Make it make sense.
You know what I mean? And I was there like, okay, I was phoning up my lawyer by the time. I was stressing, right? I'd never been in a situation where I had to get my lawyers involved, right? But I had to be resourceful, and obviously his lawyers asking me to pay as well, so it's even more expensive. So where things get even crazier is, okay, I asked them, cool, do I have to pay for a flat? Okay, I'm leaving this place, which I stayed for 2 days, by the way, right? And when I go to the actual like room, there was 3 of us staying in the same room. Yeah, random people I don't even know those guys are. When I look at the mattress, so at least one good thing they did is they changed They changed the sheets, but when you pull down the mattress, you can see stains on the mattress. So you don't know what, like, you don't know what's been on those mattresses, who's been there.
Yeah.
You see on the walls, graffiti everywhere. The bathroom, there's piss everywhere. Like, it stank. It was the most...
Horrible.
It was disgusting. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's horrible. It's horrible.
What?
Like...
So were there like 3 mattresses? Or was
there was 2 beds, single beds, like facing each other. And I think I saw 2 random guys sharing a bed together because there was like 3 people who came in. I was like, I can't have people in the same bed as me. Like I don't even know who these guys are. So the other guy went in the other bed with the other guy, and these guys don't know each other. So that was crazy. And then there was another cell across from me, and you can hear them pounding on the doors because I wanted to get out, right? And obviously they can't leave until they pay for their flight to go back. So I was there waiting. I was like, firstly, you've kept me here without my will. I'm legally able to enter the country. The only way for me to now leave is to pay for a flight back to the UK. So I asked them, cool, can I at least not pay for a flight to Zambia so I can save myself some money? They said, yeah, I can do that. But then I paid for the flight to Zambia, and I spent like 4K in Rand, right? And when it's time for so basically it's different times for a plane, right? It was like, I think it was like 6:30 in the evening. They were meant to come and collect me. They didn't collect me. So
you missed your flight.
I missed my flight to Zambia and wasted the money.
They didn't reimburse you?
No, they didn't reimburse me. And that's not even the craziest part. Where it gets even crazier is when I find this out, you know what, fuck it, I've been here for like nearly, like over 2 days already in this disgusting cell.
Were they feeding y'all?
I was gonna get to that. I didn't eat their food. Because I don't know what they put in it. They could have put some next like poison. I don't know. The food looked disgusting. I just put it to the side. I didn't even eat it. One good thing is... No. One good thing. There was only one time I was like, I'm not eating your food. I was complaining like crazy. And they took my phone, by the way, so I couldn't like text anyone. I was trying to go back and forth with my lawyer. I couldn't do it because they took my phone. But one time they let me out of the cell to go downstairs to like the airport area so I can at least buy myself some food.
Yeah.
So I had some like 1 meal across 2 days, which is still like not good, but yeah.
Were they giving you water, like fluids to drink?
I don't remember. I don't think it was probably offered, but I probably got my water from somewhere else.
Okay.
But yeah, I was in this cell, and then when it came time, I decided like, hey, I've been here for too long. I decided to pay, like I had to pay to leave. And should I even tell them how much the plane ticket costs? The plane ticket costs nearly 3K in pounds. Okay, so 3K in pounds, I don't even know, compared to rands, like 75K, something like that. Something crazy. Yeah, so 75K, 3K? Yeah, something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, something like that. So I was locked in my cell against my will. And they even tried to tell me something crazier, like, oh, you have to pay for... They told me it was a hotel. That was a hotel. So they were even trying... But obviously that didn't happen, right? I didn't pay them for the hotel. It was a prison. But I had to pay for my flight back to the UK. So got a ticket. They took me downstairs, and I spent a whole month back in UK. Obviously, I told my family, got my phone back by the time, got my luggage back. Thank God I didn't have things missing. My laptops were still there and everything. Otherwise, I was scared I was going to use it. But yeah, spent a month in the UK and had to work with lawyers to get back. Had to order a new passport because they defaced it and they put all kinds of things in it. Had to pay for that as well. Had to pay for the lawyers. Had to pay for the flights. It was great. It was the worst. January this year was my worst month ever. All right, but amongst it all, I've still decided to stay in SA.
I wanted to get to that part. Like you still decided to come back. Like that's crazy. Like why?
All right. So the first reason why I came here, like back in June, I was living somewhere else before. I was living in UAE for a little while.
Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai. So I was traveling quite a lot, just trying to experience new cultures. But I feel like for me, SA just made sense. Like, first reason,
Diverse.
that's one big reason. Like, culturally speaking, I feel like SA it's just my kind of thing. You know, I'm not actually African, I'm Caribbean, but like I connect with a lot of African people, so there's a lot of similarities between us two. That's one big thing. There's like a connection there, but also obviously cost of living. I'm earning in pounds. Things are cheaper here.
Yeah.
So yeah, things are just a lot easier in that sense. And yeah, I've just like, obviously I've made connections here already. So like, it just felt right for me to stay here, sort of thing. So like, yeah, that's why I've made a decision to try and stay here. Obviously I'm still applying for my visa, so I'm still waiting for that. But yeah, amongst all, I've still decided that SA is my first love, my first true love. Yeah, it's one of them
That's
things.
so
So like, yeah, like after all that crazy experience happened at the airport, I've still decided to live here. But yeah, things can get real crazy, man. When you're a
Right.
traveler, yeah.
That's so wild. I'm actually so sorry that you had to go through that. But I'm so glad that you're in SA. How are you finding it?
Yeah, SA is good, man. It's treated me well. I mean, there's like, obviously there's cons of stuff, but like more time I feel like the pros definitely outweigh the cons.
Yeah. And it's fun.
It is fun.
And the people are lovely.
SA is by far the most fun countries I've ever been to. By far. Like the thing about UK is like, people always ask me about, why would you come to SA? Like
Yeah.
it's like so bad. There's so much crime, all of these things. Why would you come from the UK? And the thing is, there's crime in the UK as well. It's just not the same, I guess, not the same kind of crime that you have here in SA. It's a bit different.
Yeah.
Like, you still have knife crime in the UK. You still have burglaries, but it's just different. It's just a different country sort of thing. So there's crime everywhere. So, what were you saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were speaking, and I asked you what who your favorite artists are in South Africa, like thus far.
Okay.
Could you tell like the audience as well, like who you've been listening to?
Yeah, so there's Marumba Pitch. I rate him. I like their voice.
Yeah.
There's Kevin Momo.
Yeah.
Obviously Waffles.
Yeah.
There's a few more artists on my Spotify that I'm just trying to remember. There's a couple low key ones. I've been like fucking about Afrotech recently as well.
Afrotech.
Yeah.
I don't think I've given it a chance.
Yeah.
Afrotech.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, it's kind of feel like a bit more matured ears.
Oh.
Am I insulting you? Nah. But I love all my piano. I feel like, because in UK they play like mainly Afro beats.
Yeah.
So I've listened to a Burna Boy, a Sake. Like that's what I grew up on. But I never really heard Amapiano. So I mean, I heard.
Piano.
I'm saying that wrong.
That's so cute though.
How you meant to say it?
I'm a piano.
Amapiano. Yeah,
Tanko. Say tanko.
Danko.
Type shit.
No, my boy cusses me out whenever I say that in the wrong way. But yeah, I never really listened to it back home. But when I came here, I was like, oh wow, what's this? This genre is very, very interesting. It's very different. Like the beats, the percussion, like yeah, it's lit. And SA is a very fun place. It's a very fun place. Like there's always good vibes. Everywhere I go, always good vibes. Everyone has treated me well, so like yeah, I can't really complain.
And like, what do you miss more, like a lot from home, from the UK?
Trying to think of something.
Okay, your family, obviously. That
Like
goes
my
without
family,
saying.
my people,
Yeah,
I miss them.
yeah.
But aside from that, I can't really think of much because everything that I can get back in UK, I can get here.
But like better.
Yeah, I would say yeah, to some extent. Yeah, like I can get everything better here. Like there's
Like the women.
yes. Don't get me started. The women here, oh my gosh, Nyash for days. Don't get me started, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
I mean, with UK gal them, it's like we call them gal them, you call them hunts.
Yeah,
that sort of
gal
thing. Gal them, yeah. With UK,
But you also mentioned that like you're half Caribbean and half Jamaican.
so Jamaica's in the Caribbean.
Oh, shit.
So I'm full Caribbean.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I know you Africans don't know about
Thank
them
you for
sides.
educating me.
Yeah. No, with UK gal them, it's like they have the fake shit. They do the BBLs and all that stuff. I know some girls do that here as well, but most girls here are natural. You know,
Yeah.
I like my natural queens. You get me? So it's like, yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about BBLs? Like,
You know what? I'll let girls do their thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's up to you. Yeah, I don't really feel too much about it or in a certain way. It's just don't let it get to your head. I feel like a lot of girls who have a BBLs walk around, oh, I'm the shit. Like, okay, calm down. Like, your ass is fake. You know that. It's filled with plastic. So just calm down.
But that's really dope. So, yeah, I need to take your number so I can show you like around, you know, show you the places, show you where you gotta be, take you to places you've never been, you know.
Okay, which place are you gonna take me that I've not been to?
I can't tell you. I need to show you.
Okay, show me where.
I'll show you.
Show me where.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Just give me your number. You're not gonna.
Maybe. Depends where we're going.
I'll show you. Don't worry. But that was really. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, I've been trying to live here for a while. I'm just hoping that visa comes through.
It will.
Yeah, I think it will.
It will eventually. That is super dope. But yes, guys. Anyways, where can they find you? Give us your Instagram.
Nathan Peters on all platforms. You can find me on YouTube, Insta. I'm everywhere, man.
Everywhere, but yeah, he's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you guys. Thank you so much, Nathan, for coming onto the podcast.
I appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Do what you need to do. Bye.